Hello, beautiful friends. I have an amazing manifestation story that I want to share with you, and with the hopes that this can be useful for you and you can do it in your day-to-day life. So, what happened? I'm pretty sure you ever hear the saying that be careful what you wish for because you may have it. So this is why it's very important for me, in my personal experience, to really keep track of your thoughts. In the beginning, it can be very difficult. It can seem very difficult. It can seem you have no control. It can seem that you are just thinking for thinking and you have no power to do it. And I share in other videos how your external world, society, and some people with agenda do it in order for you to never have the power of your own thoughts. But I am here to tell you this is not true. You can actually have the power of your own thoughts. And the real example of desiring to manifest something is because your soul, remember, it has the power to do it. But for that, it requires a lot of training. It requires you to take all your awareness of the physical world, the 3D, the world of illusion, and to put all that attention in the 99% 5D or the higher world. But okay, what happened with the manifestation? I was in the middle of the pandemic when everything was closed, shut down, and I was just really doing anything. I was like, wow, I have nothing to do, nowhere to go, and I am just sitting here, and I use my time just to be meditating and studying the things I have, and really using my time in something more beneficial instead of thinking and watching news or things like that. So I remember I always have more or less the same stuff in my kitchen that were healthy in somehow, so I will not end up with 20 pounds. And one day around 11:30, I was just looking at my fridge and thinking, I want something yummy. I really want a bread. Oh, the bread, that's so delicious. And I was just thinking how yummy the bread is and how much I want it. And then for sure I have a couple thoughts that oh my God, no, because then you will get fat or whatever. So I'm just throwing the real thoughts, okay? And I was just but to get the yummy bread, I need to go outside. I don't want to expose myself, what I'm gonna do, and a lot of excuses. So I was just thinking the pleasure of eating the bread, and I let it go. I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna let it go and eat that again, another healthy stuff. And I just let it go, and I keep up with my day. I start to do, things around the house, and the very same thing. And after 2 hours, I received a text message from a very good friend that he works in the police station next to the place where I used to live in that time. And he was like, hey, what are you doing? And I was like, no, I'm just here, hanging out in the house. And he was like, do you like donuts? I was like, that's a very random question. He never asked me about it. We have a friendship, but not do you like donuts? And it was, yeah, I like donuts. And no, wait, do you like bagels? And it was like, yeah, I like bagels. And for this, it was in the middle of the pandemic, so forgive me if I miss little details about it. I didn't really fully prepare to share this. I'm just throwing it exactly as I remember right now. I try to not over prepare, so I just throw whatever the universe wants to channel through me. So, because otherwise it's going to be just my ego trying to impress or whatever. So anyway, do you like bagels? And it was, yeah, I like bagels. And he was like, oh, very good. So I have a bag of bagels I want to share with you. And I was like, oh, okay, sure, why not? And I thought, like couple bagels, and I was like, yeah, I like bagels, why not? And then he rang on the bell and just left it, downstairs, for all the restrictions that were happening at that time. So I went downstairs, and when I went downstairs, I saw this huge bag of bagels. I opened it, and not just like any bagel, there was like a huge bagel, like a very, very huge, chunky and delicious, all type of bagels. And we're like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to eat all this. So I text him and like, why so many bagels? Like, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was just thinking, I want yummy bread. What more yummy bread than a bagel? So I was like, wow, this is amazing. I was just thinking about it. I didn't make the effort, and just he showed up with a bag of bagels. So I was like, I really, really, really need to investigate what led him to bring me bagels. Did he buy the bagels just thinking about me? Because I love to, you don't have to know how it's going to happen, but I am a very curious person, and I always like to ask when a manifestation happened in my life, what happened? What was the thought that led you to do this for me, or led you to bring this to me? Or like, if I have the possibility, of course, sometimes you don't have the possibility, like things are just random, and that's the universe. Like, it doesn't matter how wise you are, the universe is the universe, and the universe has their own ways. But anyway, it was easy for me to ask to my friend. I didn't say, I was thinking in the bread and then you showed up. I was, so wow, what led you to bring me some delicious, yummy bagels? And he was like, oh, what happened is, do you know the bagel store in 53rd and 3rd Avenue is a very, very famous store that has like these amazing bagels, and is very famous. A lot of, like, a big line of people going there just to try the bagels. I have no idea why, but the owner of the place has this idea. You know what? I have so many bagels today. Let me just bring these few bags to the police station. And he just showed up to the police station. He gave to many people, and it was just a lot. So he was like, well, this guy just came, the owner of the bagel in 53rd and 3rd Avenue, and he brought this like a bunch of bagels, and I just thought it's so much for me. And plus, I'm in a diet. Like I rather share them. I was like, interesting. And what made you think about me? He was like, I don't know, because he has a lot of friends. I'm not the only friend. He has a lot of friends. But for some reason, the universe put the idea on him to text me to share the bagels with me. Why not somebody else? Why? So this is where you should not force to know how it's going to happen, where it's going to come, when it's going to come. In this case, it just passed 2 hours. Some other occasions, I have manifestations where I get the things like in very less than an hour, less than 30 minutes, but it really depends how much resistance you have, that I can make a video about it, why some things come so easily, why some others not. But the point of this is, I want to clarify, a lot of the times things don't happen. Imagine this, I want this delicious bread, and I start to go on Facebook groups, and I start to push, and I start to control, and it's going to come from this, it's going to come from that person know the bread, that person this, that person that, and we make that story to avoid the manifestation to happen, because you are telling to the universe, I know better than you, look at me, I'm controlling everything. And the universe is like, oh, okay, remember, we have free will, and in that moment we have to surrender to who knows better than us. The universe planned it better than us. The universe can deliver better than us, more easy than us, with more not so struggle, because if I was the one going to force the things, first of all, I will have to go outside and expose myself, trying to find, maybe going to some store, maybe not liking it, then maybe going to some other, maybe not liking it, and it just came to me because I didn't put resistance. I just thought about it, throw it, like I didn't want to control or manipulate or whatever, and the universe just arranged situations to bring this delicious bread and then come to me. So I just gave you how the steps of how to do it, a little inspiration, because I know sometimes we need to hear something external from us to say, oh, okay, that can happen to me too. Another important thing you have to do in this case is start with something easy. Start with something you don't have so much resistance of, because when you want something really, really, really hard, is delaying it, because the impatience, the control, the manipulation is in the middle. But when you have no resistance of something, things can just come easily. So start with something little, like a cup of coffee, a friend bringing, well, don't decide who, just allow the universe from whatever source that is coming to you, and start with something very little, and use this manifestation to kind of start to train your mind and on the path of manifesting something bigger. Because remember, the things I noticed from the people who is manifesting bigger things is they have a very well trained mind. And to have a very well trained mind, what do you do to have something? You need to train, you need to have consistency, you need to have a lot of habit, you need to eliminate many things. So it's not going to happen from one moment to another, and it's better not happening from one moment to another, because remember, you have so many bad thoughts, so many limited beliefs, so many negativity. You can even think, oh my God, I didn't like this, I'd rather die, and boom, imagine that if God forbid, the universe, oh okay, done. No, you don't want that. This is why the universe itself is protecting you to not going in that direction, to start to control little by little, and then realize, oh my God, I have a limited belief, I have to get rid of that, because otherwise I will manifest it here, and I'm always in my mind having arguments with fighting with the people, and I'm manifesting that too. So it's better to start with something very, very, very small. So I shared this manifestation with a friend and with a client, and I just have they have amazing results too, and I wanted to share this with you so you can start to practice and start to manifest little by little until you become an expert. So that's it for today. Remember to subscribe if you like to hear more tips about manifesting, and like what's the blocks that preventing you from manifesting that I share in my past videos, and like this video so other people can find and get benefited from that, and click the notification button. And as always, thank you so much for being here. You are really, really the person that motivate me to keep creating this and sharing all what I know, so it can get benefited to other people. And I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and I will see you next time. Have a good day.